we stopped here. We discussed about circular pitch. So the circular pitch is, the distance between two consecutive teeth, right? So what is a distance, right? So based on that, we will identify the formula is pi d by t. That is what we discussed last class. So most of the cases, you will have a mesh together only if the circular pitch is same. Okay. So if you have two gears, so gear 1 and gear 2, if you want to get a proper mesh, then it means that the circular pitch in gear 1 should be equal to circular pitch in gear 2, right? So that is what we equated here. So we know the formula, which is pi d by t. So when we equate it, so pi d1 by t1 should be equal to pi d2 by t2, which means you will get something like this, right? A relation indicating that your diameter is directly proportional to your teeth T1, and similarly the diameter 2 is also directly proportional to T2. So that is the ratio of these diameters are always equal, right? So which means that if you have a diameter of, for example, 50 mm, for 50 mm, if you have a teeth of around 20, right? So similarly, so D2, so it should be same. So if D2 is larger in size, based on the same proportion, it has to be like that. If the proportion is different, then it won't mesh properly, right? That is what it indicates. So actually, this is also a type of formula which you can use it so whenever required. So for example, you know what is the diameter for one gear and teeth for two gears, right? Then if you want to identify what is the diameter for the other gear, so you can identify something like that. Okay. So based on this formula, we can identify what is its diameters, right? Okay. So the next one is diametrical pitch, right? It is just opposite. So diameter pitch is something like it is the ratio of number of teeth to the pitch circle diameter. Okay. So your pitch circle diameter will be called as D, right? So your diametrical pitch is T by D, right? So what is the species actually? Can anyone tell me what is the species?
Circular
Yeah,
pitch.
circular pitch. You know what is the circular pitch formula? What is the formula for a circular pitch? We discussed in
pi d
previous
by
page.
Pi d by t.
So pi d by t, right? So if you want d, so d is equal to t into pc divided by pi, right? So d is t into pc divided by pi. I am cross multiplying it. When I substitute it here, so what you'll get? You'll get t divided by, so t into pc divided by pi. Okay, so the t gets cancelled. You'll get a different formula, which is pi by pc, right? This is related to circular pitch. This formula is related to circular pitch. Okay, whereas this one is with respect to your teeth and your diameter. Okay, you can either use this formula or this formula, whatever it is. Okay, it depends on a particular situation, right? So diametrical pitch is teeth, number of teeth divided by the diameter, right? Pitch circle diameter. Okay, right. So the next one is something module. So this opposite, just reciprocation of your diametrical pitch, right? So diametrical pitch is what we discuss is T by D, whereas this is D by T, right? We call this as module, right? It is the ratio of the pitch circle diameter to the um, number of teeth. Of course, we can also put it in opposite side. So what will be the formula? So I think it is PC by pi, right? So previously it is pi by PC, now it will be PC by pi. So this is, we call it as a module. So if you buy any gear, it is always based on this data. So they will ask you what is your circular pitch, and or they will ask you what is the module of your gear. So what is the diameter of the gear and what is the module of the gear, right? So this is the main value which is required, right, for any type of gas, right? Okay, so total depth. So total depth is the radial distance between the addendum and dedendum circles. So if I want to identify what is the depth, right? So for example, this is my gear, right? So you know that this gear will have a addendum circle like this. Dedendum circle will be this. So this one. So this is my pitch circle, right? So this is addendum. This is dedendum. So your total depth TD will be equal to addendum plus dedendum, right? The value of this two, right? So that is what it is indicated here. So it is the sum of addendum and dedendum, right? So the depth is distance between your addendum circle to the dedendum circle. Okay, that is your total depth. So here there are a few diagrams. So let me look after it. It's, I think, a model. I think there's a shift in the slide. So you can able to see here. So modules in gear. You can able to see that if you have a 0.25 module, so you can able to see the teeth, how the teeth are 0.3, 0.35, so 0.8, 1, 1.5. So when the module is increased, what happens? Your teeth, the size of the teeth is also increasing, right? Which means the total depth. It is a combination of these two, right? So size of the teeth is also increasing. When the module is less, your size of the teeth is less. Okay. So if I have a circle of diameter 50, let me consider, it will have any module. It may have 0.25 or 0.3 or 0.35. Based on this, you will have a number of teeth. Can able to get it? Yes. So your pitch circle is same, right? But based on the module, your number of teeth will differ. Okay. So that is important. So it is also similar to that. So when you want to mesh two gears, the module of the two gears should be same. Right? Then only you can able to mesh it properly. So that is pitch circle is same. Right? Okay. Yeah. Any doubt?
Sir, sir, yesterday
Yeah.
you told if you want to mesh two gears, they should have the same pitch. So is that enough, or they should have the same module also? It is they should have same number of teeth
Well,
also.
this is related, right? This is mostly related. Okay. So mostly they will consider module, right? So it is like when you model is same, automatically that will also become same, right? That is how it is related.
Yes,
So
sir. But
because you know what is the formula, PC by pi, right? So when I equate it, you'll get PC same equal. So your pi is same, which will be cancelled. Okay, can able to get it?
yes, sir.
Okay. So the next one is gear ratio. So when I consider what is the gear ratio, so gear ratio is the ratio of number of teeth on the gear to the pinion, right? So which means a larger gear divided by the smaller gear. Okay, that we call it as a gear ratio, right? So capital T, let me call it as a larger gear, and small t is a smaller gear. So G is equal to capital T by small t, right? This is your gear ratio, right? So next one is velocity ratio, right? So velocity ratio is the angular velocity of a driven shaft to the driving shaft, right? So which is output by input. It is similar to your efficiency. So usually you will call efficiency as output by input, right? Similar to that. So here also velocity ratio is output speed divided by input speed, right? So if I say omega 2 is the output speed and omega 1 is the input speed. So omega 2 by omega 1 is your velocity ratio, right? So your velocity ratio will increase or decrease. It depends. That is, it may be in points, 0.1, or something like that, lesser value, or it will be a greater value. Right? It depends on what type of speed it is. Right? So okay, let me consider. If your velocity ratio is 0.1, right? So whether your output is has lesser speed or greater speed? Can you tell me?
Lesser speed.
Lesser.
Yeah, very good. So your speed is less. Speed is less if your value VR is in terms of 0.1 or something like that. If your VR is 3 higher than 1, right?
Output speed is greater.
So the speed is greater. So more speed, right? You have more speed. So it is reversed. So what happens? It is 1. What happens? It is 1.
Both are
Same
same.
Yeah.
Output speed and input
So
speed.
both are same speed. So which means the two gears are having same diameter, right? Let me consider if it is 1. If it is 1, what I can say? I can say that omega 1 is equal to omega 2. Yes. So when I cross multiply, you will get omega 1 is equal to omega 2. So what is omega? How to convert this omega? So omega is angular velocity, right? So angular velocity is pi 2 pi n by 60. Yes. Yes or no? What is this omega?
2 pi n by 60.
So it is 2 pi n by 60 or pi d n by 60.
Sir, அது cutting velocity.
Sorry. So it is 2 pi n by 60, right? So your omega is always 2 pi n by 60. So which means that we can able to see. So 2 pi n1 by 60 is equal to 2 pi n2 by 60. Right? So which means you will get cancelled. You will get n1 is equal to n2. Which means your speed is same. Right? If your angular velocity is same, your speed is also same. Okay? Right. So I think there is one more term where you have to look
Sir.
after. That is, yeah.
Sir, gear ratios irrespective of driving and driven surface.
Yeah. It is irrespective. So it depends. Whenever they ask the gear ratio, it is always greater value by smaller value.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Right. In this case, we identified what is omega. So omega is the rotation, angular velocity, and you can able to see that. So angular velocity is equal, then your speed is also equal. Right? Okay. So there is one more term. So let me consider. So can you convert your angular velocity to linear velocity? Is it possible? Is it possible to convert an angular
Yes, sir.
velocity to a linear velocity? Yes.
Sir.
What is the formula? What will be the formula? So if I have a link, let me consider. You have a some link, right? So you have a link something like this, right? So it is having a rotation, which is omega, right? The link is distance of the link is from O to A. So when this is rotating, you will have a linear velocity here, VA, right? What is this VA actually?
R into omega. Distance into
Sorry.
angular.
So it is omega into
R.
your distance OA, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, let me consider the same. So you have a teeth, right? And it is having a circle, right? This is the point, center point of the teeth, right? So this is my linear velocity when this gear is rotating. Okay. So can you convert your omega to linear velocity? Yes, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
V by U.
So it will be actually one concept I missed, which is the contact is always at the distance of the pitch circle. Okay, let me consider. So in that case, so I can say that omega is equal to V into a pitch circle
Addendum
D.
distance.
Sorry?
Sir, what distance, sir? The D is what distance,
Sorry,
sir?
sorry. This is wrong. So
Addendum
omega
distance.
into V. No. Pitch circle. So your V is omega into D. Your V is omega into D. Okay. So which means I can say that if we have omega 1, so omega 1 I can write it as V1 by D1. Just V1 by D1. Or if I want to V1, V1 is omega 1 into D1. Okay. So let me consider. So you have the same velocity. So when it transfers, the
Sir,
velocity is same.
sir, here D is what, sir? Capital D is what distance, sir?
Capital is pitch circle, diameter. So you'll have a pitch circle here from the center to this. So what is the diameter? That diameter is pitch circle diameter, D.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that is where it will have a contact. Right. So anyway, we will discuss it. So once next slide I will show you. Right. Okay. So here what happens is V is omega into D1. So if the velocity is same, so when V1 is equal to V2, I can write as omega 1 D1 is equal to omega 2 D2. Right? So which means, so omega is 2 pi n by 60, right? So which means I will get as N1 D1 is equal to N2 D2. Right? So when you reciprocate it, what will get? So N1 by N2 is equal to D2 by
V by D1.
D1, right? So this is the relation. So your diameter as a speed. So if you have a 2 diameter gear, so to identify the difference in speeds, right, you can use this particular formula, right? So it's just N1 by N2 is equal to D2 by D1, right? It is, I think you are learned in belt drives or something like that, this type of formula, right? So I don't know whether you learned something like this, but anyway, so this is the formula, right? So this is another formula which you can able to relate with in terms of gears. So N1 by N2 is equal to D2 by D1, right? Okay. So this is the model. So next one is a pressure angle, right? So as I told you, so you can able to see here, if you have another gear here, let me consider you have another gear. So the gear will mesh at a particular point. ரைட்டா ஸோ ரெண்டு கியரும் வந்து ஒரு இடத்துல டச் ஆகும் ஸோ இட் வில் டச் ரைட் தட் பாயிண்ட் வி கால் இட் அஸ் அ பிச் பாயிண்ட் ஓகே ஸோ யூ கேன் ஏபிள் டு see here there are two curves here, right? So one is this one. I think you can able to see there's a curve like this. This is for gear 1, right? There is another one, so I can able to see here, right? Something like this. So I think it is like this, right? It is moving like this. So this is for gear 2, right? So this two gears, two diameters, this is pitch circle diameter. Okay, so this is a pitch circle diameter. So when you have a contact, what happens is, what a gear is pulling another gear. This is what happening. So when a gear is rotating, it is pulling the other gear, right? So in terms of a contact. So when it pulls another gear, so your angular velocity is changing to a linear velocity. Can you able to understand? Yes? Yes or no?
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
So you are converting a gear. So you are transferring power from one gear to other gear, which means one gear is pulling the other gear. It is pulling or pushing. It is pushing the, I think it is pushing. It is pushing the other gear, right? When it pushes the other gear, so your angular velocity is converted to a linear velocity, right? I will show you. Let me show a figure. So I think this is another figure which you can't understand. Let it be. So I will show an animation here. I think, yeah. Can you able to see here? Can you able to see the animation here? Yeah. So this gear, let me consider this is gear 1. So gear 1, when it touch, it pulls gear 2. Sorry, pushes. It pushes gear 2, right? So that gear 2 is rotating. Both are not rotating. So one is only driving, other is a driven, right? So driving என்ன பண்ணுதுன்னா driven வந்து தள்ளி விடுது, so that it is also rotate. Can you understand? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what happens here is this gear. So the driving gear is having omega, which is angular velocity. That angular velocity is pushed to a linear velocity, right? So now you can able to understand. So there is a conversion of angular velocity to a linear velocity.
Sir,
Yeah.
the driving gear is driving the driven gear, sir. But when the driving gear rotates, it makes the driven gear also rotate only now, sir. Then how we can say
Yes.
that it is converting the rotary motion to linear motion, sir?
No. How this gear 2 is rotating?
Yes, sir.
My question is how this gear 2 is rotating?
Because of the
So
driving gear.
Sir,
yeah,
and
driving gear is pulling the pushing the gear 2. Can you understand?
Okay, sir.
When it pushes, the force what is acting at that point, right? The force acting that point is a linear force. It is not an angular force.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that is what it is shown here. You can able to see here. So this is a force which is making the gear to move,
Yes, sir.
right? So
Yes, sir.
that is what I am calling in terms of velocity.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so actually it's a force, right? So this force, so the distance, so here you can able to see here, you have that force here, somewhere here. So this will be that force, right? This is the force which makes the gear to push, right, to rotate. Okay, this is the force. So the angle with respect to that horizontally, so with respect to horizontal distance, pitch plane, we call it as a pitch plane. So pitch plane is the tangent of the two pitch circles. Okay, so the pitch plane is the tangent of the two pitch circles. So the angle with respect to that force, right, to that pitch plane, right, we call it as a pressure angle, right? Can you able to get it? So that is where the pressure is applied. Okay, so that's why we call this as a pressure angle. So usually we call it as phi or alpha, right? So phi or alpha. Okay, so can you able to understand pressure angle? Yeah.
Sir,
Okay. So
what is shown in the figure horizontally as pitch plane is the common tangent to the pitch circles, no, sir?
so the pitch plane here is horizontal because the two diameter is having contact horizontally.
Yes, sir. So that is so in the definition, common tangent to pitch circles is that only, no, sir?
Yeah. It
So
is common tangent.
then what is that common normal to base circle, sir? Can you explain that common normal to base circles?
Common normal is center to center distance. That is, if you have two gears like this, right? So your tangent is normal is center, from this center to this center, what is connected. This is normal. Tangent is perpendicular to that. Center to center. Okay, that is normal. So you can able to see here. So pitch normal. So this is normal. This is connecting to the center point of gear 1 and center point of gear 2.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right. So now, so this is another one. So you can able to see that you have a line of action. So this is what I have shown in animation. So what happens to the gear when it is shifting? So what happens is, so there is a contact between two gears, right? So from one point to the other point. So that is from D to C, right? So first time it is having contact from D till P, that is making your gear to move, right? So it is having a more contact up to this. After that, it is freeing out of the contact. So வெளியில வருது. So first வந்து உள்ள வந்து full contact வருது, அப்புறம் வெளியில வருது, right? So we call this as path of contact. So the path where it is having contact from one gear and it releases, that we call it as a path of contact. So based on that line, so that is where the force is acting. So to that particular force, to your what you can say, pitch plane, we call it as pressure angle. Okay, right. So these are the different pressure angles, right? So when you have a base circle and pitch circle, so you can able to see. So what is the difference you can able to see here? Can you justify what are the difference you can able to see? Yeah, anyway, the figure is not more clear. I can't get it a new figure. Yeah. What are the difference you can able to see in these three pictures?
So one with a more pressure angle seems to be more rounded.
Sorry?
One with a more pressure angle, that 25-degree pressure angle seems to be much more rounded compared to the 14.5-degree pressure angle.
Yeah, very good, very good. So you can look after the profile. So the profile is changing, right? You have a more curved profile here. When you have a more curved profile, your pressure angle is more. So it is 25-degree. So which means that the contact will be lesser, right? So when you have something like this, 14.5 or 20-degree, so you have more force contact. I'm talking in terms of force. So here the force will be lesser when compared to this. Here the force is more. So these are the different types of pressure angles we use. So whenever we have a lesser force, we will prefer a 25-degree pressure angle, something like that. So usually normal cases we use 20-degree. It is standard one. So if you need more force to pull the particular gear or something like that, we have this 14.5 degree, right? And you can able to see the difference in the pitch circle, right? So this is the difference in pressure angles. Yeah. So now I think we discussed a few formulas related to what are the steps, right? So what are the formulas related to this? So we will.
Sir, can you please explain that pressure angle alone once, sir?
Which one? Okay,
So
can you show it here? Let me consider this.
Yes, sir.
Right. So actually, it's animation. So what happens is here you can able to see that it is having contact, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So that contact is a line, a blue color line, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, if I consider these two gears, just a minute. Yeah. When I consider these two gears, so you can able to see this line. So this curve, and this curve. So let me draw a line here. So this one, the horizontal line. So sorry, vertical line. So it is a tangent to this gear and this gear. This is what pitch circle diameter, PC.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the angle with respect to this is your pressure angle.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Can I able to get it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the angle with respect to, so when I draw a tangent with respect to this pitch circle diameter, And if you see, that is a force which is applied. So the angle with respect to that force and that particular tangent, that is what your pressure angle. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So now we discussed a few concepts. So I don't want to go deeper into it. Let us solve one problem related to them, right? Then we will proceed with the next concept.
Sir, sir,
Yes.
one doubt, sir. Base circle is neither addendum circle or addendum circle now, sir.
Yeah. This is not showing correctly. Don't worry. The diagram is wrong. I can accept. Right? So actually, your base circle should be here, as I told you. Okay. I think I will share. So can you able to see the screen? Yeah. Yes.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Visible.
Yeah. Okay. Can we proceed? Time ஆயிடுச்சா இருக்குல்ல டைம்
Yes, time இருக்கு sir.
Okay. So let me consider. So you have a problem here, right? So there are sets of data which is given here. So you have to identify what is your circular pitch and what is the pitch line velocity. So this is what they are asking. So circular pitch and pitch line velocity, right? So pitch line velocity is V, which is omega into R, right? So omega into R. So that is your pitch line velocity. Okay. Right. Let us write what is the formula for this circular pitch. Right. What is the formula for circular pitch?
Pi d by
Circular
t.
pitch formula. So pi d by
T, sir.
T. So this is my formula, right? Okay. So you have two gears actually. So they are not mentioned in it what is the circular pitch for gear 1 or gear 2 because you know that the circular pitch is common for both the gears. Okay. Okay. What are the data given? Let us look after what are the data available. Given data. So when you look after the given data, so they are given velocity ratio. So velocity ratio is 1/3. They mention something like this, right? So you know what is the formula for your velocity ratio. What is the velocity ratio? It is
Omega
output
2
by
by
input,
omega.
Sir,
right? So let me consider drive and shaft.
sir, circular pitch
So for
we can calculate from formula now, sir. M is equal to PC by pi.
yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Okay. So first step is let us identify what is our drive and shaft. So for better confusion, so to avoid confusion, let me call it as an output gear. Right? I think it will be clear. So output gear. So let me consider output gear as 1 and input gears as 2, right? In this case. Okay. So output gear is 1, input gear is 2. So they are given this value, right? So sorry, I think most of the cases
2 and 1.
they will call this as 1 and this as 2. Okay. Always they will call the input as 1 and output as 2. Right. Let me call the same. So let me consider input gear as 1 and output gear as 2. Right. So they have mentioned this one. The driven gear as 72 teeth, which means that it is T1 or T2.
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 So T2. So your T2 is given, which is 72. Right. And they are given what is the module. So M. Right. M is 8 mm. Right. And they are given RPM, speed. Right. So this is for driven gear. Driven gear has this module and it has a speed. What is the speed? speed is 300 RPM, which is N2. So N2 is 300. Okay. So now they're asking what is the number of teeth and speed of the driver, right? Let us identify. So you know what is the velocity ratio. What is the velocity ratio formula? So omega 2 divided by omega 1. So omega 2 by omega 1 is 1 by 3. Right? So which I can write as pi 2 pi n by 60, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
N2
2
by N.
pi n2 by 2 pi n1. So 60 I get cancelled. So is equal to 1 by 3. Or I can write it as n2 by n1 is equal to 1 by 3. So in that case, what is your n1?
N
3 into
900.
It is 3
I, sir.
into
900.
n2. So which is 3 into 300, we will get 900. So 900 RPM. Right? So which means our input gear is rotating at 900 RPM. Okay?
Smaller gear.
So it's what will be the teeth of that?
Lesser than driven gear.
What will be yeah, that is lesser. What is the formula?
Uh,
M is equal to D by T.
gear by pinion, sir.
Let me
Number of
relate
gears.
it. So your pitch circle is same, right? I can also identify based on that. Or we can use module. What is the formula for module?
D by T.
D by
E
T.
by T.
TC by pi.
T by T, right? So which is diameter is equal to how much? 8 into, sorry, module is 8, right? 8 into thickness. 8 into teeth. So if I call D2, so 8 into T2, which means your diameter is equal to 8 into your teeth is 72. So what is the diameter of your driven
576
gear?
mm. 576
Sorry?
mm. 576.
576 mm. Right? So your diameter for driven output gear is 576. Okay? Right. I think we identified what is, so we have to identify what is the number of teeth and speed. So we already discussed. So N1 by N2, what is the formula?
D2 by D1 equal to D2 by D1.
N1 by N2 is equal to D2 by D1. Right? Let me relate this. So what will you get? So I don't know what is both the values. N1 I don't know. D1 is also I don't know. But is equal to D2 by, sorry, D2 into N2. So D2 is 576 into N2. What is your N2? 300.
300. Sir, N1 is 900, right?
Known, sir. N1 known.
Yeah, sorry. We know that. Okay, we'll substitute it. This is 300. Right? Okay, I will erase this. Divided by 900, right? Yeah. So what is your D1?
Sir, 192.
So your D1 is 192 mm. Right? So, okay. Can you identify what is your teeth, T1?
Yes, sir. Module.
Yeah, you know module will be same, right? So since module is same, so module is equal to D1 by T1, which is equal to, we know that D1 by T1 is equal to
24,
8.
24 teeth, sir.
So T1 is equal to 192 by 8. So which is equal to 24, right? So it is 24 teeth. So now we completed this step. So number of teeth is 24, right? And speed of the gear, that is also driver is also known, which is 900 RPM. Okay, these two values now. Now, what is about circular pitch? You can apply in any one formula. Formula is pi into d into t, right? So let me apply what is the formula for circular pitch. So circular pitch is pi into d divided by t. So if I consider d1, so pi into d1, so d1 is 192 divided by t1, t1 is 24, right? So if I call everything in one, so what is your circular pitch? Yes.
Sir, 25.12.
5.1327.
25.12.
25 point, sorry,
12.
12 mm.
Sir, directly
Yeah,
you
very
can-
good. Yeah, that also you can do. So நான் explain பண்றதுக்காக நான் இழுத்துட்டு போறேன். But anyway, you can also do directly. So next, pitch line velocity. They are asking what is the pitch line velocity, right? Pitch line velocity, right? So this pitch line velocity is V, which is omega into R. Okay. So if I call V1, it is omega 1 into R1. Okay. So omega 1 is 2 pi n by 60, 2 into pi into n. N is n1. Let me consider. So what is n1 here? I think n1 is 900, right? So 900 divided by 60. Into R. R is diameter divided by 2. So diameter D1 is 192 by 2. So that is where we. So what is here? Yeah.
Sir, what is the radius, sir? R1, sir.
R1 is input gear diameter divided by 2. Input gear diameter is 1, right? So that divided by 2.
So always piston velocity is for the driving gear, sir.
No. So you can also identify for the driven gear. Doesn't matter. I think there is a math here somewhere. I will try it out. Yeah.
9.047 meter per second.
Sorry,
047 meter per second.
So okay, 9.047 meter per second. Yeah. This is a picture. You can also identify omega 2 into R2. So you will get the same thing. I think so. Right? Omega 2 will be lesser value. R2 will be greater value, which will be the same. Right? Any doubt on this? Any doubt? This particular. Yeah.
Sir, can you please share this file in Google Classroom, sir?
Yeah, I'll be sharing it later. Okay. So once one particular topic is over, I think a set of topic. Now, if, for example, unit 4. Once unit 4 is over, I will share all these files. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any doubt on this? Any doubt related to this? Yeah, that's it for today. So we will continue our class, I think, on Monday, right? So we will discuss few more law of gearing and other things, right? Yeah, there are few things I have to tell you. So let me stop this share. I will, yeah, stop my presentation, my recording.